She was the one who held everything together. She ran the household, remembered every birthday, carried the whole family in her head. So, when she started slipping, a missed bill, a repeated story, a name that wouldn't come, she covered for it, the way capable women do. And everyone around her, even her doctor, had an easy explanation. It's menopause. It's stress. You're doing too much. By the time anyone took it seriously, years had passed, and the disease had a long head start. This is the quiet tragedy of dementia in women. Not because women get a different disease, but because they're hit harder by it and diagnosed later than men, for reasons almost no one talks about. Today, I'm counting down 8 early signs of dementia in women over 60, and just as importantly, why each one gets explained away until it's almost too late. Watch for number 3 especially. Here's what the numbers tell us. Nearly 2 out of every 3 people living with Alzheimer's are women. Part of that is simple. Women live longer, and age is the biggest risk factor. Researchers are also exploring whether changes around menopause play a role. But there's another reason, and it's the one that steals years. Women's dementia is caught later. Why? 2 things. First, women are often better at hiding it. Strong verbal skills and social grace let a woman compensate. She fills the gaps, keeps the conversation flowing, covers the lapses, so the decline stays invisible longer, even to doctors. Second, her symptoms get waved away. Forgetfulness becomes menopause brain. Anxiety and mood changes become hormones or stress. The very signs that would raise alarm in someone else get a gentler, wrong label. So, let's name the 8 signs and the excuses that hide them. It often starts socially. The woman who hosted every gathering starts declining invitations. She drops the book club, the volunteering, the phone calls. Everyone assumes she's tired, or slowing down, or a little down in the dumps. But withdrawal is often an early, quiet sign, because keeping up with conversations and plans has quietly become hard, and pulling back is how she hides that. In women especially, this gets mislabeled as depression and treated as a mood problem, while the real cause goes unexamined. If someone you love is retreating from a life she used to love, gently ask why. And don't stop at, she's just tired. The bills start piling up or get paid twice. The checkbook won't balance. A recipe she's made for 40 years suddenly confuses her. For a woman who has managed a household flawlessly for decades, this is often the first practical crack. And it's a meaningful one because handling money takes planning, sequencing, and judgment all at once. Families explain it away. She's overwhelmed. She never liked the finances anyway. But a sudden struggle with tasks she used to do in her sleep deserves attention, not excuses. She starts a sentence and stops. The word is right there, but it won't come. She swaps in the wrong one or talks around it. Here's the cruel irony. Because women often have such strong language skills to begin with, they're brilliant at covering this up, which is exactly why it gets missed for so long. She reroutes the sentence so smoothly you barely notice. That masking is a double-edged sword. It protects her dignity, but it delays the help she needs. If you notice her reaching for everyday words increasingly, take note of how often and mention it to a doctor. This is the one that costs women the most time. New anxiety, unusual irritability, tearfulness, or a flatness that wasn't there before. In a woman over 60, these changes are almost automatically pinned on menopause, hormones, or stress, and treated as such for months or years. But mood and personality changes can be early signs of dementia itself, as the disease affects the parts of the brain that regulate emotion. That doesn't mean every mood change is dementia. Most aren't. It means that when these shifts appear alongside memory or thinking changes, they shouldn't be automatically dismissed as just her age. The wrong label here is one of the biggest reasons women are diagnosed late. She asks the same question 3 times in an afternoon. She forgets a conversation from this morning or repeats a story you just heard. Unlike the deep, older memories that stay vivid, it's the recent ones that start slipping away first. Families often adapt without noticing, answering patiently, filling in the blanks, and in doing so, they quietly cover up how far it's gone. If you find yourself repeating things far more than you used to, that's worth paying attention to. Here's the one that startles families most. She takes a wrong turn on a drive she's made 1,000 times. She feels disoriented in her own neighborhood or can't retrace her steps in a store she knows well. It isn't about eyesight, it's the brain's sense of place and direction beginning to fail. This one is hard to explain away, which is why it's often the moment families finally realize something is truly wrong. But by then, the earlier signs, the withdrawal, the mood changes, the missing words, have usually been present for a long time. If disorientation in familiar places appears, don't wait. That's a clear call to see a doctor. 2 quiet early signs that can show up years ahead and that no one connects to the brain: a dulling sense of smell and sleep that falls apart, trouble sleeping, or restless, disturbed nights. On their own, they mean little. Plenty of ordinary things cause both. But looking back, many families realize these subtle changes were among the earliest whispers of all, long before the word dementia was ever spoken. Paired with the other signs here, they're worth mentioning to a doctor. And here's the sign families explain away the longest, because it doesn't look like memory loss. A slow erosion of judgment. She falls for a phone scam she'd have seen through in a heartbeat. She dresses for the wrong weather. She makes a financial decision that isn't like her at all, or neglects things she always kept careful. Judgment lives in the thinking, planning parts of the brain, and it can quietly decline early. While memory still looks mostly intact, because she can still recall names and faces, everyone assumes she's fine. But out-of-character decisions, especially several of them, are one of the most important early warnings there is, and one of the most dangerous to ignore, because it's when a vulnerable woman can be taken advantage of. If you're recognizing several of these in a woman you love, or in yourself, don't panic, but don't let it be brushed aside either. Do 3 things. Write it down, the specific moments, when they started, what makes them worse. See the doctor and push past the easy labels. Say plainly, "I don't think this is just menopause or stress. I'd like cognitive testing." And ask them to rule out the treatable causes too: thyroid, vitamin B12, medications, depression, because some of what looks like dementia can be reversed when it's caught. The reason this matters so much for women is simple. The earlier it's found, the more time and choices a family has, and women have been losing that time to the wrong explanations for far too long. So if that woman at the beginning sounded familiar, the one who holds everyone together while quietly slipping, now you know what the signs might be saying, and you know not to let them be waved away as just her age. In the description, I've gathered resources to help you take the first step. And if no one has told you today, paying this much attention to the women who spend their lives paying attention to everyone else is its own quiet act of love. Tell me in the comments, which of these 8 surprised you most? If this helped, watch our video on the 7 stages of dementia and the early window most families miss. And to catch a specific type early, watch our video on the 8 early signs of vascular dementia.